Welcome student on another video lecture. Today's topic is viscosity builder. Viscosity builders are added to the mixture to increase the viscosity without modifying other properties like taste and odor. So today we are going to study another natural excipient, that is viscosity builder, and the purpose of adding viscosity builder is to increase the viscosity of formulation whether it is a herbal formulation or whether it is a pharmaceutical formulation, and these agent also increases the stability of herbal formulation, because when we are adding viscosity builder it will increase the stability of the formulation, also it will increase the palatability and pourability to the dosage form. Uniform amount of dose can be given. It is easy to pour the syrup or suspension in a container so that patient can administer, and due to which we can give uniform dose to the patient. Now, ideal characteristic of viscosity builder, it should provide structured vehicle. Structured vehicle means the vehicles which increases the viscosity of the formulation, and the main purpose of adding structured vehicle is to mask the bitter taste. If the herbal formulation is there, most of the drugs they are having bitter taste. So to mask the bitter taste of herbal formulation, these structured vehicles are used, or to provide stability to the formulation, these structured vehicles are used, or for controlled release of drug. Control amount of drug should be released, or it should be given to the patient. For that reason these structured vehicles are used. It should be highly viscous and at negligible shear during storage, and less viscous at high shearing rates during pouring. So it should remain highly viscous when there is no shear rate is less. As the shear rate increases, the viscosity will decrease, and as the shear there will be negligible shear, then it is highly viscous. So while giving suspension or syrup to the patient, we are shaking the bottle. When the bottle will shake, it will increases the shear rate, and as the shear rate will increase, the viscosity will reduce, and it is easy to pour that formulation into the container, and that can be given to the patient. It should be compatible with other excipients. Whatever other excipients which are used in formulation, it should not produce any reaction with the other ingredients or other excipients which are added in the formulation. It should be non-toxic. It should not create any toxicity or toxic effect to the patient. It should impart viscosity that should not get affected by temperature or aging. So the viscosity builder should be such that the viscosity which is produced by the viscosity builder, it is not affected due to temperature. If the temperature will increase, the viscosity should be remain as it is. It will not change, or due to long term storage also the viscosity should not change. All these are the ideal characteristics of viscosity builders. Now, advantages: high viscosity of pharmaceutical preparation. First is it inhibits crystal growth. So most of the drugs or substances or pharmaceutical drugs, they will crystallize, and they will crystallize in the form of stable crystal or in the form of metastable crystal, and the crystal growth will cause, whenever the crystals will form, there will be lower absorption, improper dosing, and improper, or it will decrease the bioavailability of the formulation. For that reason, high viscosity of formulation, that will prevent the formation of crystals. Crystals are not formed. If crystals are not formed, this whatever the solid particles, for example in case of suspension, solid particles are uniformly distributed into the liquid. So if it is highly viscous, then there will be proper distribution of drug. In case of syrup, there will be proper distribution and proper dose should be given, and if proper dose should be given, proper absorption and proper bioavailability. So it will inhibit the crystal growth, enhance the physical stability, and prevent the transformation of metastable crystal to a stable crystal form. So how that transformation will take place? In case of conversion, because the most of the drug or substances, they will either form as a stable crystal or they will form as a metastable crystal. So stable crystals are those crystals they are having lowest energy, whereas metastable crystal on long term storage they will convert it to stable crystal form. How that conversion will take place? So the nucleus of stable crystal will form in metastable crystal and it will be act as a seed and which will causes transformation into stable crystal. In this way stable crystals are formed. If the crystals are formed, then there will be improper dosing and that will be lower absorption, that will lead to lower absorption and lower bioavailability. So viscosity builders are added in pharmaceutical preparation to prevent the crystal growth or crystal formation. High viscosity of pharmaceutical preparation, for example suspension, hinders the redispersibility of the sediment. If the pharmaceutical preparation is a suspension. What is suspension? Suspension is a preparation in which solid particles are uniformly distributed in the liquid and on standing it will get sediment. So all the solid particles they will sediment or separate. It can be separate, two phases can be separated by filtration. So redispersibility is needed for uniform dosing of the suspension. So if the suspension is highly viscous, then it is very difficult for redispersibility of the sediment, and due to which uniform dose is not given, and if uniform dose is not given, then there will be less absorption and less bioavailability, and whatever the therapeutic effect is needed, that is not obtained from the pharmaceutical or herbal formulation, and due to this is the disadvantage in case of suspension. But same if it is a colloidal solution. In case of colloidal solution, the particles are uniformly distributed into the liquid, but there will be no sedimentation. Sedimentation will not occur in case of colloidal solution, and the size of particle is also less, that is from 1 to 1000 nanometer is the size, whereas in case of suspension the particle size is above 1000 nanometer. So it is not case with the colloidal solution, but if it is a suspension, all the solid particles they will get sediment, and due to which it needs a redispersibility, and if there will be high viscosity, then it will cause problems in redispersibility of the sediments. Reduce the absorption of drug. If proper redispersibility will not occur, it will reduce the absorption of drug. It will create problems in handling of material during manufacturing. Now carrageenan. Chemically carrageenan is a sulfated polysaccharide and is obtained from seaweed, Irish moss or red algae. That is botanical name is Chondrus crispus lean, and it will belonging to family Gigartinaceae and class is Rhodophyceae. So botanical name is Chondrus crispus, Gigartinaceae is the family and class is Rhodophyceae. Carrageenan has following morphological properties. Color: before bleaching the drug is purplish red to purplish brown in color. After bleaching the drug is yellowish white, translucent and horny. Odor: slight odor. Taste: mucilaginous or saline taste. Shape: it will available in the form of strips, flakes or coarse powder. If coarse powder is mixed with cold water, it will get swell and it will dissolve in hot water. Hot water, it will 75% it will get dissolved in hot water. The major constituent of Irish moss are galactans, carrageenan. On the basis of 3,6-anhydro-D-galactose and the position of ester sulfate group, carrageenan is classified into three major types: kappa carrageenan, lota carrageenans and lambda carrageenan. Hydrolysis of polysaccharide yield galactose, glucose, fructose, arabinose and calcium salt of acid ester of sulfuric acid. Carrageenan has following uses. It is used in various pharmaceutical, nutraceutical preparation, used as an emulsifier. It is also used as a stabilizer, solubilizer, viscosity builder, used in preparation of toothpaste, cream, lotion and other cosmetics. In food industry, it is used in milk product, ice cream, gels, and in 0.5 to 1% concentration. It is used as phlogistic agent for inducing inflammation in rat paw, edema model to study its anti-inflammatory activity. So it is used as phlogistic agent to induce the inflammation. Now next drug is xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is a polysaccharide gum which is produced by bacterium Xanthomonas campestris on specific carbohydrates. So it will produce on specific type of carbohydrates, and which is a gum which is produced by bacterium, and the species of bacteria is Xanthomonas campestris, and on carbohydrate it will produce that gum by the bacteria. Xanthan gum has following properties. It is yellowish white, odorless, free flowing powder. It gets swiftly dissolved in water on shaking and turns into highly viscous solution at relatively low concentration. So it is dissolved in water, and on shaking it will produce a viscous solution. Its aqueous solution are extremely pseudoplastic, means the aqueous solution are pseudoplastic, means it will decreases viscosity. On evaporation, its aqueous solution, it forms strong film. It is fairly stable, resistant to thermal degradation. Its viscosity does not depend on temperature ranging between 10 to 70 degrees Celsius. Viscosity is not depend upon the temperature, and the temperature is 10 to 70 degrees Celsius. There will be no, it will not cause any change in viscosity, and it is compatible with various salts. The chief chemical constituent of xanthan gum are D-glucosyl, D-manosyl and D-glucosyluronic acid residues, variant quantum of O-acetyl and pyruvic acid acetal. The primary structure of these chemical compound comprises of cellulose backbone. So cellulose is the main backbone in the structure, and with trisaccharide chain. There will be trisaccharide chain, and cellulose is the main backbone in the structure, and a repeating moiety being a pentasaccharide. It is used to enhance oil recovery. It is due to its pseudoplastic property of its aqueous solution. It is used in toothpaste. The pseudoplastic property means its viscosity will decreases as the shear rate increases. As the shear rate increases, viscosity will get decreases. So it is used in aqueous solution as well as toothpaste, ointment, so that it will help to enable them hold their shape and also spread readily. For proper spreading, the viscosity should be decreased due to shear rate. As the shear rate will increase, the viscosity will decreases, and it can be easily spread. Due to its excellent suspending and emulsifying nature, it is used in pharmaceutical preparation. So this is about the viscosity builders. Two drugs we have studied. First is carrageenan and second one is xanthan gum. Thank you.